All right, gang, for our half kneeling hip flexor stretch with a pelvic tilt, we're gonna get in a half kneeling position, try to get a good 90-degree angle here in the front leg, good 90-degree angle in the back leg. Because this is a stretch mobility drill, we wanna make sure we have like impeccable stack of thorax on top of pelvis. So nice and tall, without losing any height, just take a big breath in, exhale, and as you exhale, just let your lower ribs naturally fall down to your belt buckle. You might even notice as you do that, your hips go into what we call a slight posterior pelvic tilt with the belt buckle coming up to the ribs. Okay. If you didn't notice my hips are moving, you can also, if it's not moving for you, just kind of give a little bit of a posterior tilt there. This part, as much as I said it's impeccable, that you have good stack, I do want you to have that and be aware of it, but we are going to move your pelvis here, so that may not have been the best choice of words. All right, so we're here, nice and tall, good stack of thorax on pelvis to start. When you're in this position, you may feel, depending on how tight you are, you may feel a pretty good stretch here in this hip flexor, okay? For me, I'm pretty mobile. I have like a 1 out of 10 stretch right now. From this position here, you can put your hands on your hips, and all I want you to do is just go into an anterior and posterior tilt with your pelvis. Use your core to move, not so much squeezing your glutes, okay? So focus on that. You're just gonna kind of kick your tailbone back, and then use your core and try to bring your belt buckle up to your chin. You might feel even, well you should, if you're tight, feel even greater stretch here. I do feel probably maybe a 3 out of 10 now for me. And you're just gonna go back and forth. And you can match your breathing with this. Inhale, exhale. Okay, guys, that is your half kneeling hip flexor stretch with a pelvic tilt.